Hello, welcome back, Warriors Abyss with Lich Talk. We are just gonna jump into. Okay, I've decided who we're gonna use this video. Once I find him, we're gonna use Sun Se or Sun Sa, however his first name is pronounced. Okay, so we're gonna go fast. I want this. I'm aiming, and it's already off on a bad start. Aiming to get this under an hour. All right, here we go. Possessions. Wu, Brave General, Ruler, Torchbearer. Ruler, Zhengdong Hero, Torchbearer really don't do anything for him as a playable character. You're really just getting Wu, Brave General, Skill, and Bolt. And this might seem hypocritical. It's probably A, it's S, maybe A. Wu, Brave General, very strong. Skill leans into MYS, so you get another attack bonus. And then he has a specific character when she's an allied unit, gives him 100% increase. Anyways, so AS, it's fine. His summon skill, this is where his potential drops a little bit for build potential, so it can't be S in my humble opinion. He gives Wu emblems barrier damage, and when it's transcendent, it goes from 100, I believe, to 120, right? Yeah. So he only gets one avenue for barrier damage, and then I guess at that point he is back down to A. I was gonna say he's S, but he's just A, because he only has one realm for barrier damage. Okay, so personal traits. We got increases attack by 5% for every Wu, which is good. Normal attacks with Bolt, HP below, those are always pointless in my opinion, don't really care about them. Shortening cooldown, summoning, almost merged those two words, and that would have been a really fun word. By 1 second, which is decent enough, and then increases attack by 3% upwards to a maximum of 50 if you don't ever get hit, which is a little harder to say. His moveset's not as fluid or mobile as one would want. Now, I will say his traits do improve, but not by much. I think he's still A. He went from B to A for his traits, because while 9 attack for Wu is great, there are only 15 Wu. Right? And that would be 135. Maximum attack that he would get from all the Wu. 135%, not all that great. Also, since he kind of wants to go shock, because he now takes off 2 seconds for the summoning cooldown for every, when he puts on shock. And then he gets, a maximum of 100% if he makes it without getting hit, which technically you're never hitting 100% because there's only 33 phases in an entire run. So maybe this is good for the depths and stuff. I don't know. I think that's fair. While I love that the health, it bestows normal attacks with Bolt attribute, which would be really good. Health is, but only while health is below 90%. I don't know. It's just anything that's just, because there's certain characters that get bestows normal attacks with fill in the blank attribute here without needing an HP threshold. They just get it, which then, in my opinion, kind of bumps them up a little bit. I don't think it's enough. I don't think it changes it too much. It may, I think it would bump him up to an S. I don't think so. Okay, anyways. The other person that I've transcended is Dachio? To get her increase to attack to 120% from 100%. So there is that. And she needs Xiao Chow. She needs her, and then she needs her, I guess they're twins or something, I don't know. But they both need each other for some reason. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Should I do this? No, I really don't want to suffer through that again. That was really hard. This one sounds really fun, I'm not gonna lie, but what? We're just gonna do a normal, I say quote unquote normal. We're not gonna do training hall, just regular. Let's do I want to try him on? No. Nope. I want this to go quickly, so we're gonna do traversal level 3. Probably should have done 4. Or I mean 2. I'm already 5 minutes in and already sucking. Already sucking ducking. Okay, there we go. I think his moveset is serviceable. His dash attack is pretty good. So it's not too bad. Completely blank on his woo. Not gonna think about it. Taking anybody that has woo, we're taking woo. Slay. Kind of looked through it and Wei has 11 characters that are Wei and Ice, which is kind of cool. Summoning's kind of pointless. And Wei, because it has 22 characters, has a character. They either have somebody that either doesn't have an element, or they have somebody that has an element of some sort. No other, at least between Wu and Shu, has that. Wu will definitely take this. Yeah, Vigor. We can get Su Jian. Is that his name? Basically, we can get Sun Tse's father, which will be really good. Sun Tse's father, really good. Fully restores. I'll do this. Lower my attack speed for 1 phase. It's gonna be very noticeable, and it already is. Ooh. Definitely bolt. Yeah, the one thing that I think hinders Sun Tse. I mean, emblems are still good, but build potential probably goes down to a B. And we got Sun Jian. Oh my god, man, lucky luck. Gotten we'll go this way. We've gotten a freaking Wu every single thing. He doesn't have a more likelihood of finding Wu, so I don't know if there's like a hidden thing. This isn't going to what's his tits, so we'll go this way. Yeah, but Wu, so each one between Wu, Wei, and Shu, each one of them have at least 3 or so characters that have Slay. I think Shu and Wu both have at least 3 characters that have Slay. That's kind of interesting. That is kind of interesting. Brave, not gonna think about it. He's Brave General. Ice, it's unfortunate. Ice doesn't. Wu doesn't have anything. Doesn't have any ice. There's not a single character on Wu that has ice. There's 2 characters that have wind, and we have one of them. Aishi C. He has wind. And then Sun Jang, I don't know. She's I have to imagine his sister. I could be wrong. I don't know. I have to imagine this. Oh wait, no, I remember his Musou now. I remember his Musou now. It's all coming back to me. Yeah, this dude has a great Musou. You can aim it. I love aiming Musous. We'll take the Vigor and the Brave General. That'll help with Yuji Yaso. You gotta take this one. But there's 6 emblems in Wu that have Flame. And then there's, with Transcendence, 2 emblems that have Bolt. Basically, Sun Tse is the only one that has Bolt, normally. And then his, I assume, wife, Transcendent gets Bolt. Oh, maybe there's 7. I don't know if I counted Sao Yu's wife with Flame when I did my calculations. Look at this. Look at that. So good. And then this freaking ground pound attack? Phenomenal. Okay, okay. I mean, we're going. We're flying through this. We're taking Liu Bei. We're getting the more charm. Not thinking about it. We're going. We'll go speed. Speed's great. Speed's phenomenal. There is a Wu, at least another Wu that has speed. Ling Tong. So definitely can't remember if he really relies on his EX. Or desperately needs his EX skill. So I don't know. We're gonna find out then. There's two Wu. Nice to know. Nice to know. Well, definitely taking down Ning. Okay. So let's hold up just a little bit. Soaring Blade, good. I guess we can take this. Definitely don't need Liu Bei. He doesn't do dick all for me. Cleaving Blade Ice is good. We need one more Hojo, which Kai is Bolt, which will be really good. I need 3 more Talon. I see Wind. I don't wanna... I think we're good. I don't think it really matters. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, I mean we're going, getting through this within like 5 or so minutes. We're getting to the first boss within 5 or so minutes since I talked for 2 fucking hours before the video. All right. Uppercut right in his dick. So last video, I briefly kind of mentioned like mentioned the whatchamacallit. Doubles from MCU, that is. Increases attack. Oh my god. Art of War. Fucking. I'm surprised there's not like a downside. Doubles formation slot bonus effects and then increases attack. I'm taking Art of War. Like, why wouldn't I take Art of War? This sounds amazing. Now, don't get me wrong. This seems dope, but I would rather this just take away all of my Tears of Blood right now. Because getting 3 is phenomenal, but I'm losing 90% of everything that I gain going forward, and that might hinder me a little too much. Especially since I don't have somebody that gains a lot of Tears of Blood, right? And I don't have the Abacus on top of that, so. And in this one, I don't really want to increase an enemy's attack. Because I don't realistically need 50 rerolls, right? And that just seems a little overkill. Especially in only traversal level 3. So, I mean, definitely taking that. That sounds fucking phenomenal. I don't think we have a formation, though. Not. Okay. Anyway, so close to the end of the last video, I kind of somewhat talked about some of the MCU films and stuff. But I wanted to go over... So, as a standalone for Love and Thunder, if you don't view it as a fucking sequel and as an actual MCU movie, if you just took it as a fucking romantic comedy, it's a great romantic comedy, right? It's a serviceable romantic comedy. It's okay. It had some funny beats, 100%. It wasn't like anything spectacular. Get out of my way. Time that, motherfucker. Okay, cool, sweet. Like, please don't get up before I kill you. I would thoroughly enjoy that. Hawk wings. Hawk. 5 and 6. Flame. I mean, it is objectively better than Keyhole, I guess. Anyways, what the hell was I talking about? Do I want flame? I don't think I'm gonna aim for flame. Let's go with cha-cha. Cha-cha now. Yeah, I definitely don't want any ice. But yeah, Love and Thunder. Oh my god, it was so bad. Like in the theater, I wasn't very thrilled with it. Oh yeah, I have my Tier 5 now. His Hyper 6 is garbage. It is a garbage. Bah. Why does he run like he's on a fucking treadmill going backwards? Come on. Get out of my way. Get out of here! Yeah, see, this is why his Musou, I hate to say, is S. There's a lot of people, and maybe I might be putting too many people in S tier for their Musou, but I think it's objective. There's just, I don't know how you don't put his in S tier. Like, what would the argument be? Like, you can move it and steer it. Like, I mean, what more can you want? So good. Now, yeah, I just, in Thor Love and Thunder, one, they had a really strong, and I do mean strong, like almost like a phase, like multiversal threat to the MCU in, God damn it, what's his name? It's Gore, right? The God Slayer? And yet they just kind of dicked around with him. I really want skill, but I don't really need Torchbearer Grace. I mean, getting Torchbearer Grace would be great, but I really don't care to go for mature MYS, or do I? Bolt. Let's go Charm. Bolt is good. I should be going for Bolt, but I didn't. I think any of these? No, not really. Kind of getting hosed. I got more ice. There's some skill people in here, so that's a positive. I'll always take this one. Why would I ever take the other one? It just really made Thor a fucking loser. And one aspect that I enjoyed, I guess, more than other people, at least in Endgame, from the end of Infinity Wars, was Fat Thor. I loved the concept of Fat Thor, and a lot of people don't. They hate Fat Thor, which I don't understand. Like, what? You talk like what? Like, yeah, it makes total sense that he would lose any. I mean, they even allude to it in Infinity Wars when he goes after Thanos. He's going to get Stormbreaker, and he's talking to Rocket Raccoon and talks about everything he's lost so far. And then the end of that conversation with Rocket is, what else do I have to lose? Like, he's risking it all to defeat Thanos to get some semblance of a victory, right? He's wanting a victory. He's lost his mother. He's lost his brother multiple times, but like for real this time, he's lost his home world, his home in Asgard. Then he loses a best friend in Heimdall and Loki, so he loses Heimdall and Loki at the same time. Like, especially with Loki, right, where he like finally is, you know, seeing Loki go in the right direction and all that. Loses all of that. Loses an eye in Ragnarok. So his one and only redemption in his eyes is defeating Thanos, is preventing Thanos from completing his goal. And realistically, it's just defeating Thanos. The preventing him from doing the dumbest thing on the planet, in the universe, is a nice added bonus, but he's not doing it for that. He's doing it for revenge. In my opinion, I can be wrong, but... And so when he failed and Thanos wins at the end of Infinity War, all Thor can think of is, okay, Thanos is still alive. There's still something. He doesn't know that it's not true at the time, but he still has a goal and he can maybe fix it. He still has an out. And then when he's finally faced with true defeat, he did not defeat Thanos. He did not avenge his brother. He did not avenge his people. He did not avenge Heimdall. He did not avenge most people. He went into full-on depression. He was super depressed. Like mega depressed. He had nothing else to live for. He no longer felt worthy, which is why he was unable to really wield Mjolnir, which, granted, also is another thing he lost, was his hammer and Mjolnir. But he lost so much throughout his life, and then not beating Thanos was just another, it was just another defeat. And he did have something else to lose. And that something else to lose was his worthiness, which was just another stab, just another death by 1,000 cuts to Thanos, to Thor. So I get Fat Thor, and then that being his character arc going forward in Endgame is coming back, but then trying to find out that he's worthy, and then having to talk with his mother through time travel to, for her to give him that encouragement, because he needed it. Character development, which wasn't there in the original Thor. Like, it makes sense. And it was still building up to that. And then, through all of that character build-up, he becomes a fucking clown in Thor Love and Thunder. Just an absolute fucking clown. I have, absolutely, some of the worst people on the planet in my formation. We're doing good, we're doing good. I don't need to lose track. Oh my god, I need fire for him to be good. Ugh. And I said I wasn't going fire. I've passed up so many flames. So, there's that. I still love Endgame. I know it has some flaws, because it takes like a good villain, quote unquote a good villain, and Thanos, and makes him kind of one-dimensional in Endgame. But I think it's kind of irrelevant. It's not like his character is better or worse in an Endgame. Because quite frankly, I think Thanos is an overrated character. Well, he is a character, but like he is, quote unquote, the protagonist of in Infinity Wars, and with very little information, they do a lot with him. Obviously, Bolt, and a 2 hours. It's not a 3 hour long movie. That's Endgame. But realistically, he has a strong motivation, yes, but his overall Endgame is fucking stupid. Let it not be unknown that me, Lichta, think Thanos is fucking overrated. And his plan is stupid. I think I've already mentioned this in my Dark Deity playthrough. Not that I finished that, but in one of those episodes. I feel like I have. This feels familiar. Yeah, no, he's garbage. Comic Thanos is great. He just killed half the universe just to appease Lady Death, which is a way better motivation and likability for me. And it would somewhat be good if Thanos, did everything that he did, knowing what the outcome was going to be, but then it solved the problem. And he sacrificed himself in the very end, essentially. He sacrificed himself to then, you know, help the world from overabundance. Or, starvation. Or, not overabundance, underabundance. Imperial Seal. Ugh, I hate that. I mean, there's no special effects. We're just in a regular run. 200% defense would be good. More karmas and an experience increase is always great. We're gonna give Imperial Seal. Maybe I shouldn't give Imperial Seal. Because that might... No, we're doing it. Objectively speaking, I will take into account... I will try to take into account a lot of things, you know, that... But this is, I mean, this is gonna be fun. I kind of want to use Imperial Seal with somebody like Motochika. That's who I want to use it. Use it on Motochika, because Motochika could use the variety. So what would Say benefit from with Bolt? I mean, Toyotomi. I wish there was a way to, you know, make it more likely to get Imperial Seal. Okay, we're not even at the 30-minute mark, and we're already done with the second region, which is like 10 minutes. Ow! Skill. Wait, do I already have? I do, so it's C2 and C6. Oh. I just did that. Okay. That, and... that one's not too bad now that it's EX, but realistically, it's not all that great. I really don't care. We'll take the speed. Take the speed. I don't really want wind too much. I do have a bead still. Have I had that bead? When did I get that fucking bead? Oh, I wonder if I already forgot. But yeah. No, it's just the character for Thor, back to Thor that is. He just gets demolished. Absolutely character assassination in Love and Thunder. And the only person that has worse character assassination is freaking everybody, and I do mean everybody in freaking Multiverse of Madness. Just knowing that that film could have been fucking phenomenal, and it was only not phenomenal because the people creating it were selfish. Being like, well, we want the big bad and Scarlet Witch. I think realistically, what could have made it, obviously for a better overall story element, would have been for, at the end of Multiverse of Madness, for Wanda, the Scarlet Witch, to fully go through her villain arc. Or more so solidify it. Oh my god! Please get me to 600. You didn't. He hurted in me! Look at me endure! Heal me! That's somewhat better. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have picked Imperial Seal. This one's slightly, it's Bolt. And then this is generic. Skill, Skill has Bolt in it, so let's go Bolt. I'm not gonna get an advantage of this, being able to use his father. Or the buff that his father does, which, quite frankly, I never notice. Even when I do go flame. Ooh, I gotta be really careful. Yeah. If you ever want to watch, it's very long, but if you ever want to watch a video, which you probably, that would have been done, because it's been out for several years by now, from Mauler, the channel Mauler, where he does an almost 6-hour long breakdown of Multiverse of Madness. So good. He has two of the most brutal. Well, he has the biggest insult, the biggest burn I've ever heard to anybody, real or fictitious. Your life wasn't even a joke because jokes have meaning. Ooh, I love that. Is such a brutal, like absolute brutal thing to say to somebody. God, that's so bad. And then one of the funnier things from that is, oh no, it's the Down Syndrome Avengers. Referring to the Illuminati. Because they were pretty pointless. They were so fucking pointless. Oh. This is some garbage. Give me a level up! Give me a level up! Damn it! And just like that, we're, I guess, close enough back to where we were before. I died and then immediately spawned here. I don't know how it happened. Yeah, let's take this. It's a lot of people online. Let's go bolt. Okay. We're just gonna ignore that death. Be like nothing ever changed. Mostly because nothing did change. The first person we got was Taishi C again, and then we also got Sun Jian. I'm almost positive in the same order. But the only difference is we got Sun Quan, which is a better person. Between them. One of the better summons, because he has dazzling bullets. Dazzling bullets. Dazzling bullets. We also got Momiji. Not online or anything, but we got Momiji. This time I did not. I had the option again after beating Magadori to get Imperial Seal. I had that option, but instead I took the Agar Wood, which I'm almost positive I had that option. It was between Imperial Seal and Agar Wood on there before we died. Very weird. We took Compass on this run. I don't know if we took Compass the last time or not. I can't remember what our first treasure was. If I remember what our treasure that killed us was, that was the Imperial Seal. Yeah, Sensei is his moveset. Yeah, I want to say it's B, but I think it's slightly better than Naomasa E. Right? No. I had more fun with his moveset more than Naomasa E's. But then again, I don't know. There's just something else about it. I think it's we'll take it. We're taking Nina. We definitely want Bolt. Skill is not too bad to take either. Charm. We want Charm. Maybe we can get Liu-Bei. Might reroll for Liu-Bei. I don't know. Probably won't reroll. I don't know what phase we were on when they died. And I was like, I'll just get to the end phase 2 and then start recording, so why not? Bolt. We already got 10 flame. Here, I want some ears, everybody. Come on, get me to the mission. We can get at least somewhat further in the mission. With our big assemble explosion. So, don't even have a clue what I was talking about before, like where I left off. I'm pretty sure when I rewatch this, I'll be like, nah, that's what I was talking about. I know it was Marvel related and Thor and all that. I'm pretty sure I talked that thing to death. The other MCU, I almost said Musou, that I kind of wanted to talk about was, while I did enjoy it, I thought it was pretty phenomenal. She's Zuyu. She is Wu, though. She is also Grace. And I wish I had her. No, we're together. She's woo, she's charm. Perfect. Let's take flame. Need to also go bolt. I need to get his wife to get that attack buff. But anyways, with No Way Home, Spider-Man No Way Home. Basically, I loved all the Spider-Man movies, even though I never saw Far From Home. At least not from the beginning. I saw like the last 20 or so minutes, like right when he's learning how to use his Spidey sense, in a sense, from what I can gather. Something like that. I guess it's like right after the big turn where everybody's kind of against him, I guess. And everybody's still rooting for Mysterio. We'll take bigger. Something like that. I don't know. I thought it was an okay movie. Loved Homecoming. It was great. It was serviceable. No Way Home. Probably the better of the three. If I had to pick. If we have Flame, why would we not pick him? A Flame again, I guess. No Home was great. More so because of that opening theme. Anytime you get to see Tom Holland in his underwear, I am all for it. All for it. All for that Tom Holland underwear. Love me some Tom Holland. The only person I would want to be right now would be Zendaya. Love to be Zendaya. Oh, have that Tom Holland in this. Anyways, there's just one aspect of No Way Home. Well, besides the logic being thrown out the window and fucking Doctor Strange being an idiot, and then immediately going to the most like reckless option to erase people's memory that they do in the beginning, like immediately going to that and not, and Doctor Strange not having any forethought. I'm like, wait a minute. Did you? Let's take him. He'll buff Zhu wrong, who I do have. Where's his buff? I need 3 more speed, which will be better. Definitely better than him. You can go there. I'm never gonna... you can go there. You're good. I just need one more charm. That explosion's good and all, but I don't really care about it. I got somebody else. Who did I get? I got Momiji. She's 1 grace and 3 speed away. So is she. Yeah, if I take somebody off, it'll be Sun Jian or Yeon. I don't know when the J's are pronounced like Y's or not. Seems pretty arbitrary. Bolt. I don't have that many rerolls. Oh, I really want Bolt. I want Bolt. I'm taking speed. Anyways, in No Way Home, there's just one scene in particular that I am not a fan of, and that is Aunt May's death. Not really that Aunt May died. I thought that was fine. It's the whole message that she gives. At first, it was the fact that she gave the Uncle Ben speech, but in this universe, essentially, Uncle Ben doesn't exist. So he's not there to give Peter the... With great power comes great responsibility. I almost fucked up the lines. Most iconic line in comics. And it's wasted in that moment. Like, it doesn't make any sense for this version of Peter, right? Because the whole point of Uncle Ben giving Peter Parker that speech is because Peter Parker is about to go down a path, right? He's about to go down a path of being, letting the power he's gained by being Spider-Man go to his head. And then that, in turn, causes the death of Uncle Ben because he wasn't using his power responsibly, like in the original Spider-Man. And kind of in Amazing Spider-Man, both with Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield, where they felt Tobey Maguire had a little bit better reason to get upset, not Andrew Garfield. Andrew Garfield was just like couldn't buy a thing of milk, like a little, like a Yoo-hoo, like a Nestle quick thing of milk from a gas station, and then the dude gets robbed. And Andrew's Peter Parker just seems a little more petty. It's like, really? You're not gonna help him because he didn't let you? Okay, you were gypped like $3. You didn't have $3 and that's why you're mad? Whereas Tobey Maguire, like, he was trying to make money and, you know, by, you know, being a wrestler or whatever, all that stuff. Okay, let's see here. Mirror Beast. Mirror for Beast could be good to heal during a symbol. Which is good, which is not bad. But we're gonna take Matsukaze. I think this is technically weaker in my opinion, Matsukaze. Only doing attack speed. But anyways, all those make sense, right? I can't believe we're at the 40-minute mark. Oh, come on! The 40-minute mark, this is usually where I get to anyways. I started... Maybe I should have gotten to like phase 4 or something. But anyways, he was being gypped a little bit more money. I forget how much. It's been a bit since I've seen the first Spider-Man, right? But anyways, so he felt gypped, so he didn't stop the mugger. And then both Peter Parker's inability to step in to help somebody who they had in their power to help caused the death of their uncle, right? Which is Peter Parker. Like, because he was a little selfish, it caused his uncle to inadvertently suffer because of it. Right? Right. But in MCU's Peter Parker, he doesn't have that moment. And he already basically has that philosophy in him. Almost like in No Way Home, they kind of forgot Homecoming. Almost. I don't know if they did or not, because Peter almost basically says like that he's already gotten that talk from Uncle Ben. It's almost what it feels like. At least in Civil War, not Homecoming. I take that back. It was in Civil War when he's talking to Tony Stark, or when Tony Stark finds out that he's so and such. Spider-Man. Let's take a reboot. Does that get Momiji online? I always have to remember, she's always at the fucking end. It does buff her. We're gonna go Charm. We're gonna go Charm, but we're gonna first. So what about you? And so what about you? Well, this is a big old deal. It's fine. I don't need to be on here any longer than I am. We're gonna go Charm because that's. I was gonna go Charm because I just wanted to go Charm, but also his wife is in here. But I'm almost positive he said something along the lines of, you know, if you have the means in which to stop somebody, you should. Something like that. Basically, you know, because I'm able to, I should defend those who can. But anyways, so he gets the big line of, with great power comes great responsibility. But it just doesn't mesh with what's going on, because the only reason she dies is because he follows what she told him to do. If he had done what Doctor Strange wanted him to do, Aunt May wouldn't have died. So either they forgot or didn't take that into account. I don't know. It's just so weird. Even in the moment, I was like, wait, huh? What? But bitch, he did what you told him to do. It would have been different if, I don't know, I mean, what is it? It would have to change how everything went down, but Like, you needed Peter to be against Aunt May, and because he went against Aunt May, that caused Aunt May's death. So basically, it should have been something along the line of Aunt May is saying you need to redeem these people. Like, still have her on the same side she's on, but have Peter be on Doctor Strange's side just that much more longer. And because he's not showing good faith towards the villains in a sense, that's when they attack. And it's because he didn't trust what his aunt was saying, and that's what caused them not to trust him, which then caused his aunt to die, which would have made way more sense than him doing what his aunt was telling him to do. I don't know, just quite frankly, it just didn't make any sense. I'm just gonna waste them all here. Boy, was a waste. Okay, I'll take this one. Speed, thunder, great. What do I want here? I want vigor. And vigor usually hangs around strength. So, oh, I don't think I'm gonna do it. It's already at 46 minutes. Yeah, sure. We'll make these things go a little quicker. Just a tad bit quicker. I still don't know how he's able to get through these things in just 40 or so minutes. 47 or so minutes. I just don't get it. Gotta be taking like suboptimal things, maybe? Oh man, I aspire to be, when I grow up, I want to be a Rogue Dubs when I grow up. Oh, 1.6, that's not terrible, is it? So, it's just one of those things that it was just one of those that it just rubbed me the wrong way. I need one more grace. Sure, flame, charm, beautiful. Flame, I don't think, I already have the grace from that flame, so. Let's go slay and maybe get no. Highly doubt I'm gonna get no. I'm gonna get no. Dad puns. See, I can't wait to be a dad. I already make dad puns. I've come to the realization. I legit find stupid dad jokes funny. I used to think at first it was like ironic, like, oh, isn't this funny? Wouldn't it be funny if this thing was actually funny? Like, no, there's a lot of them that I find legit just funny. Legit just funny. Okay. Ooh. Hey, brother, ooh. Bah. So, you know, I don't think anybody makes it this far in these videos. I can't imagine. These videos are long as shit. I mean, if you do, if you made it this far, close to the end at the 50-minute mark, I say close to the end. Probably got another goddamn 20 minutes left. I fucking hope not. But if you make it this far, let me know what your favorite MCU film is. Again, almost said Musou film. Didn't do it. Didn't get it. Sucks to suck. We're gonna take the fist. Oh, don't tell me one of those were... No, she wasn't Grace. No. Let's go this way. Aw, I remember what I had for the first treasure. It just dawned on me now. We had the Art of War. That's so sad. There's charm here, right? Or not charm, grace. Yes, I automatically see grace. Okay. We're gonna hope we get some grace. And I don't really want to cut out different phases, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm really tempted to. Still kind of debating if I want to give his moveset a B. Because it's serviceable, but it's also not the greatest. And do I have to objectively say I had a worse time playing as him than I did with than Namasa E? Because that is objectively not right. Because, I mean, Sun C is a tad bit stronger, I would say. I mean, because the only thing that Namasa E gets, theoretically, that Sun C doesn't get is a Yane boost. I got the person I wanted. I get the person I wanted. Exactly who I looked up. Exactly who I wanted to see. But she's fully online. She's fully buffed. He's fully buffed. And she's fully buffing him. She's fully buffed. His attack's not fully buffed, but nobody really gives a shit about that. Neither is his, but I'm not using his for his attack, and I objectively probably have somebody else. Yeah, before we... just one second. So, I decided to add Ming Yao. Because now Zurong is gonna be really buff. She's gonna be the buffest bitch in the ball. Buff bitch ball. She's gonna be super strong. I need to take her off of where she's at though. And then I didn't get to see it. And then get to see shit. Ugh, I don't care about any of them. Oh, look at that thing fly through the screen like a fucking fly. Like a bird. Flying through the sky like a bird, not a fly. That's not the phrase. Oh, he's flying through the sky like a fly. Oh man, it's like that song Butterfly. I think that's the I don't know, it's a song that, it's either Butterfly or it's another one that rhymes fly with fly or back with, I don't know, rhymes the same word with itself. Which, can you even argue, like, is that even a rhyme? Like, right? Isn't even on a rhyme? Because I would say no. I wouldn't say so. We didn't do it, gang. I'm sad to tell you, we didn't do it. It didn't happen. We were doing so good. Maybe I was much further along. Maybe I should have gone to like close to the boss before I came back. We were doing so good. We were doing so good. We were at 30 minutes. It was like the fastest I'd ever gotten to those first stages. At least I'm pretty positive it's the fastest I've gone through those stages. Flame, speed. Let's go speed. I don't think I really get anything out of it. Let's go speed. It's just so sad. Well, my goal going forward is definitely to get skill. Kind of lacking on wisdom. Lacking on wisdom, no reason to start caring about it now. No reason to care about it now. Beep. Really? I go for that? And I'm already done. Now I'm just adding more time with this explosion. I wish I was good at video games. I've only played them fucking 30 years of my life. You know, only. Really sucks. You know that? But we're taking this. Gives me an attack buff. What is my attack? 436? That's not the bad. That's not the bad at all. Alright, here we go. Here we go. We might still I highly doubt it. Take this. Not having a lot of barrier damage really kind of sucks. Owie, pazzowie. Get off my tits! Do it, do it, kill him, kill him. Kill him, kill him! I am not, oh my god, I don't want to die again. The only reason I even continue is because the only reason, or like, I didn't want it to be a 30-minute video of me just dying like an idiot. Like the charm, I guess. Play ice bolt. Not terrible, I guess. Another bolt. Another strength. And then Liu Bei is just Liu Bei, I guess. None of these fucking help me do anything, but the overall, but yeah, 100%. If I die again, or if I die, you know, at Goma, that'll just be the run. I just didn't want. We were doing so well too. Okay, we are 3 minutes away from an hour. Technically, this recording has something going on longer than that. Okay. Are we gonna be able to do it? I don't think so. Okay. We did it. Didn't beat him yet. We just got 2 minutes. Just 2 minutes. Can we do it? Always so proud of myself. Not that proud. I'm just kind of really hoping I can get to the fucking 40-minute mark. Keep it dodging. Keep it a-dodging. What? Here we go. Come on, Shunsei. I don't know if it's just because I got Wu. I don't know, something about this just seemed a little lackluster. But I don't know what though. I don't know what seems lackluster about it. I did it. I'm at the 58-minute mark. Shut up. Yenma, what the fuck is his name? Yeah, I don't know what I did different. I don't know, something about him. I feel like his build, yeah, I feel like I rated his traits pretty well. I think A is probably a little too high. Probably closer to B. Quite frankly. Because the summon cooldown, that never really, I mean, it was somewhat noticeable, but not enough. I mean, I guess time played 44 minutes. Granted, that was my run after dying. Before. We shall, do I have one with Sunsei? I don't. So we won't. Wah. It is what it is. Okay, quickly, let's go over it. Emblems. What do I think? We are Wu, a Brave General. Those are the only two that really matter. Because the reason I rank emblems so high, like, oh, you got Wu, you got Wei, you got this, you got that, is because of barrier damage. And it's one of those, when you have a lot of it, it is phenomenal. And you really want barrier damage. It makes fighting the bosses that much quicker. You can get through the fucking run that much quicker with barrier damage. And he loses, I think, a barrier damage. And so, objectively speaking, I'm going to give his emblems an A. His traits, I'm going to give a B, because 135% is a lot. Yes, if I theoretically got every single Wu character, I think a flat attack buff, especially one so little, and one that's not easily repeatable. I want to say the other word, but I can't say it. Build potential, I definitely have to give a B, because he suffers from not being able to have more barrier damage. All he has is Yuji Yaso Hojo. That's all he has. Moveset, I'm going to give a B. Musou, I'm still going to give an S because it's great. Enjoyability, I'm going to give... I did die, but that wasn't because he sucks or anything. Didn't dislike using him. But it wasn't like an S. It wasn't an enjoyable playthrough of him. I'll give A. I'll give A. That's very subjective. This enjoyability, I will never... this will always be so weird in ranking. Because who else did I put in S? M? Huan Yinping. I did change her emblems. I had her emblems as S, and I don't know why. I thought she had Brave General, and she doesn't. She has Flower of War, but all she has is Might and Shu, and those together are just A. Gongning emblems. He is Wu, Brave General. But see, I think his emblems are great. But he has the exact same emblems that Sun Ce has. So either he goes down a notch in emblems to be on par with Sun Ce. I'll address that later. I'll address that later. For right now, 5 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 6 2 5 4.7. I would agree. 4.7. Solid low A tier. His overall moveset, I would agree, is a little lacking. I always am comparing people to Namase E. Realistic. Oh no, I put his moveset as C. Okay, I thought I had his moveset as B. No. I would say I did enjoy using Sun Ce 2 tiers more than Namase E. I did not really enjoy using Namase E. The only person I enjoyed using Namase E more than was Qin Gong, and I fucking despised using Qin Gong. Did not like him. And because I don't like him, we're looking at his face. I'm just gonna make that attitude. Just make it a solid D. Solid D. Because realistically, emblems, can you really? It's just Lubu. That's not C. No, it's not C. That's not C. I don't think so. I think objectively, I gotta put you back at A. Put you to I'm pretty positive this is a 5.2, and this would make it right there. Yeah. Yeah, playing with other characters, then it's making me think. She might have an A. We're gonna do that. That keeps the same rating as a 5.2. Yeah. I don't really think she's an S tier. Actually, I take that back. She gets speed. She gets 50% more speed, and speed specifically, so is charm for that matter, but speed specifically is so good. And then 50% against burn, even though she kind of wants to go Shu, just why her build goes down to A. I believe that's fair. She gets Brave General, Shu, which is overall okay. I think Wei and Brave General might be S. Like Oda, Brave General, Toyotomi, Brave General. I don't know. I think that's fair. That'll bump her back up. Because I realistically think her boost no is just a. It is. You can aim it. You can do all that stuff. But I think she has a pretty comparable one to Gong Ning. But I think she is just that much better than Gong Ning. I think Gong Ning is top of A and Zhurong is bottom of S. Anyways, but this is not talking about them. Sorry, we're talking about Sunsei here. I don't disagree. I think this is pretty fine. His traits are a little lacking. The only thing that's really worth anything is the cooldown. Being 2 if you inflict bolt. Didn't really get that much bolt on this run. Maybe it's because I played on traversal level 3. I don't know. He just felt just a little underwhelming. Yeah, it's not really good. I still enjoyed using him. He just felt a little underwhelming. Yeah, I think going forward, if you only have Brave General and like one other emblem, because Oda has a lot that benefits from it. So does Toyotomi. No. I'm still going back and forth between what classifies as S emblems. I might need to sit down and really narrow it down. Or at least get some outside opinion from Rogue Dub's Discord. Well, barring that, I still think it's not going to change him too much. I don't think it's changing too many of the rankings. It's one of those like, it might be A, it might be B, it might be... It realistically is only potentially, you know, taking them solidly out of a rank and making them slightly in that rank, you know. Taking them from a 5 to a 4.8 or something like that, you know. It's not really going to change them too much. I just want more consistency for my own personal reasons. So, I mean, this run, even though you guys only saw like 30 or so minutes of it, I mean, I did that run in 44 minutes. Because obviously it doesn't time certain aspects, like loading screens, there's no way it does. No, I mean, maybe I've done other runs in that amount of time, I don't know. Video length, I really still wanted under an hour, but you know me. Maybe. I can't do ranking without talking for fucking ever and then going through and rechanging other people's, which is fine, it's whatever. But if you liked the video, or if you enjoyed the video, leave a like, I should say. If you liked the video, leave a like too, but it just makes more sense to say if you enjoy, leave a like, so you don't say like multiple times. And now I've gone on and talked about liking stuff too much. Leave a comment. You know, referring back to what I had mentioned earlier, you know, whatever your favorite or least favorite MCU film is, do you still like MCU, even though it's objectively no longer great? Have you never liked MCU? Did you like it? Now you're kind of over because of Endgame and other things. I'd like to read those down below. But as always, I hope you have a good rest of your day, week, month, or year, depending on if you come back to this channel or not. Toodles.